these thermite, explosive thermite experts working in it, and they're the people, it seems, covering up 9/11. I wonder why they're doing that.
Well, there is an excellent paper by Kevin Ryan on these relationships between different people and different laboratories and NIST. But what I was pretty fast sucked into the science aspect of World Trade Center, and at some point felt the commitment as a scientist to take care of that. So maybe I think probably the only person in Denmark who has actually read the NIST report.
Yeah, you are sticking with that. And we're going to do a final segment. We're about to break and just come back for 10 more minutes with you. Then I'm going to cover the flu. But, Professor, we appreciate your courage. You've been on national television now in the Netherlands. The media is giving you attention. Other peer-reviewed journals are doing similar studies, and the findings are, this was going on. What type of response are you getting from people in Europe? I know that I've seen polls where the majority of people in Europe think it was an inside job.
Actually, it is boiling. It's growing rapidly day by day. And it's true, I've been on national television, and there are two clips. Actually, one of them has been posted on YouTube and seen by many people, I realize. And the other one will be coming up very shortly, I can announce.
Oh, and good. Well, stay there, Professor. We've got Niels Harrit, professor at the Department of Chemistry, University of Copenhagen for 37 years, joining us. Quick break. That was a short segment. I'll come back with you, sir, talk about whatever you wish. But what is the establishment going to do as it comes out that those towers were blown sky high? Now, what's going to happen? Where's all this going? Stay with us.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network. You already know that drinking pure, high-alkaline pH water is the most important factor in maintaining high energy and vibrant health. Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops combine a unique formula of the most alkaline ingredients. Using plasma pH drops is one of the best ways to make your water alkaline, to help you get rid of acid and regain your health and energy. Simply put 10 drops per liter of water you drink to raise the pH to the ultimate level. Alkalizing water helps your body rid itself of acidic waste and increases the oxygen content of your body. Disease organisms like bacteria and cancer cannot survive in an alkaline, high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH drops now by going directly to alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or by calling 269-216-9767. 269-216-9767 today.
In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack Obama is the tip of the spear.
We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well-funded.
The Obama deception completely destroys the myth that Obama is working for the best interest of the American people.
Well, Obama's already fudging. He's fudged since day one in this election.
If you have a demagogue with a fanatical mass movement of personality cultists who is imposing the program of a group of extreme bankers and finance oligarchs, that's fascist.
It's not about left or right. It's about a one-world government. This film documents who Obama works for, the lies he has told, and his real agenda. Get your copy of The Obama Deception today at Infowars.com or download it in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. The Obama Deception. The people strike back.
Hi, this is Peter Kronschnabel with Midas Resources. As you know, government spending is at an all-time high and inflation is on the rise. What are you doing right now to protect yourself financially? As the economy continues to deteriorate due to corporate greed and government intervention, more people will lose their jobs and worse, their life savings. Having your hard-earned money in banks, the stock market, or any other paper asset is a lose-lose deal. You'll lose on your capital investment and you'll lose purchasing power as the dollar continues to devalue. One thing is certain, having physical possession of gold and silver will guarantee guarantee that no matter what happens, your investment will never be worthless. If you've been thinking about investing in the physical possession of precious metals, I can help. Call me today, Peter Kronschnabel, at 800-686-2237, extension 108, and I will take the time personally to put together a portfolio designed to protect what you've worked so hard for. Call Peter, 800-686-2237, extension 108. You've worked hard your whole life, and I want to work hard for you. Call 800-686-2237, extension 108.
From his Central Texas Command Center, deep behind enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
All right, huge new developments on the flu front coming up when our guest leaves us here in a few minutes. But Niels Herod, a professor over in the Netherlands, my parents' favorite place to visit, by the way, in Europe. I've never been there, but I've got to get over there sometime. Over there with all the great folks. But okay, Professor. I mean, in closing, where would you like to see this investigation go now? Because there's other scientists, other engineers doing the same studies, finding the same thing over and over again. No way this should have been there. You know, we originally had the thermite hypothesis by Stephen Jones because of the molten metal pouring out of the sides, because of the oxidization, the sulfidation of the steel. Then he found the little metal spheres that had the exact makeup of a thermite reaction. And then he tested thermate that had that reaction. And now you've done separate studies. As more and more of this comes out and then it gets peer-reviewed, what is the establishment going to do?
Well, hopefully we'll get the investigation we've all been asking for a long time. And I appreciate, of course, the news value of this investigation. But basically, we're just confirming what has been obvious for a long, long time, as some of us know, that the 3 skyscrapers in New York were demolished intentionally on September 11, 2001. And hopefully, I'm sure, absolutely, I'm certain, I can feel it, that those who know this is growing by vast numbers every day, thousands of people every day. So when we reach critical mass, it will what you call it, provoke an investigation.
Unless, well, folks are waking up quicker to this than they did JFK. That took 20 years to get a majority. Now it's over 90% in the
we
average
can't wait for that.
I was about to say, go ahead.
We have to restore, first of all, the power of the press as an independent institution in our democracy. This is the most important thing, to restore the press. And before this is done, we cannot solve the even larger issues at hand.
I agree with you. I agree, Professor. Yeah. We've got to have the info war. We've got to have the alternative media and the people's voice to tell the truth, to ever counter this. That's what we're trying to build here, and we're starting to win that fight. That's why Burma's just walked up and showed me 3 more hit pieces on me today. They are coming after us big time. So, folks, pray for us. We're in the thick of the storm here. And speaking of that, Professor, have you gotten any heat from the university or any threats from anybody for what you're doing?
No, not really. I mean, the situation with the university was settled almost a year ago in a situation where I actually had the opportunity to lay down the facts for my colleagues, and they respect that, of course. So no, that is not a problem, and no real threats, no harassment, and I have got, I don't know how many emails since this paper come up, and they are all supportive. It's so nice. Let me get this opportunity, whoever has sent me an email, to thank him, because I cannot answer all of them, but they are 95, 99% supportive.
Yeah, same here.
And this is fantastic. I can hardly have time to respond to all of it, and it's boiling in Europe, so I have to concentrate on what is happening around here. And
Professor,
and it's really moving faster and faster. I can say that to everyone who's concerned about that.
Yes, Professor, I was about to say, what's your new area of investigation now that you have proven independently, as others have, scientifically that it's a thermite. Where do we go from here?
There's still a lot of things for us to do on the chips. One thing is, as we mentioned in the start, we do not know if the thermite acts as what we call an incendiary, that is only by the action of